Coach Steve here. I'm with Delaney. Mason's behind the camera. We are going to do some speed and agility training. I wanted to get this on video for you so you can do this at home. Do it in your backyard, do it in your driveway, do it in your front yard, wherever you have space to do it. We are going to use an agility ladder and cones. You don't have to have that though at home. If you don't have a ladder, it's fine. As long as you're doing the movements and you're moving with speed and working on your agility, you don't have to have the ladder. As far as cones are concerned, you can use something in your garage. Use some Frisbees, maybe your dad has some old rags you can put down on the grass. Just don't use anything that you can trip on, twist an ankle, or get hurt. Remember what I talked to you about? Deliberate practice. If you're gonna take the time to do these exercises, don't just go through the motions. Make sure you're doing them with purpose and with deliberate intent to get better. That means whenever you're doing the speed and agility training, the speed and agility drills, you're going hard and you're going fast. So me and Delaney are gonna warm up. We're gonna take a lap around the field. So I suggest before we get into the actual warm-ups, you warm up your body by doing a jog around your yard, jog up and down your driveway, whatever you need to do to get your blood pumping, your muscles warm, and your heart rate up. So me and Delaney are gonna go do that, and then we'll see you for the warm-ups. All right, so Delaney is gonna do some warm-ups. They're the standard soccer warm-ups that you're used to doing. She's gonna just run through each exercise once, just so you can see how it's done and what we're doing. But you should do each one 2, maybe 3 times. All right, let's get started.
Then only for a minute, I want to change my mind, 'cause this just don't feel right to me. I want to raise your spirits, I want to see you smile. No, that means I'll have to leave. No, that means I'll have to leave. Everybody's in the house tonight. Everybody just have a good time. I can feel this tonight. Don't make you lose your mind. Yeah. We just wanna see you
Shake that.
Okay, now that our legs are all warmed up and before we do the speed and agility, we're gonna do some strength and conditioning. We're gonna do 5 leg exercises. Delaney's gonna do 10 reps of each exercise. So she'll do exercise 1 through 5. That's 1 circuit. She's only gonna do 1 circuit for the length of this video, but you should do 3 circuits. So you do exercises 1 through 5, 10 repetitions each, take a 30-second break, do the circuit one more time, 30-second break, do it the 3rd time, okay? So the more you do these, you can add more repetitions. So instead of just doing 10 of one exercise, next time you do it, try to do 12. Do that for a couple times. Next time you do it, try 15. That's how you're gonna build your strength. All right, let's get started. Okay, before we get started, I want to stress how important it is that you do it with proper form. Like I said before, deliberate practice. You have to have proper form or the exercises aren't gonna help, or you could hurt yourself. So I'm gonna make sure Delaney's doing it in the right form when we do this video, and then you try to do it the way she does it.
I inspire greatness. As long as I'm alive, I'll fight. And you'll be stuck in the shadows of the heights of my greatness.
Can we pretend that airplanes in the night sky like shooting stars? I could really use a wish pretend that airplanes in the night sky are like shooting stars. I could really use a wish right now, wish right now, wish right now. I keep dancing on my own. I'm just gonna dance all night. I'm all messed up, I'm so out of line.
But it's never too late to try. You wanna know I had a lot on my mind. Oh yeah, but it's never too late to try.
Okay, now it's time for the fun part, the speed and agility training. A couple things. Number one, running fast isn't just about how fast you can move your legs and having strong legs. It's also about form. You want to minimize side-to-side motion. If you're running from point A to point B, you want everything pointing in the direction of point B. That includes how you swing your arms, okay? Second thing is, you don't want to run flat-footed or on your heels. You want to run on your toes. And I don't mean literally on your tippy toes. That means on the balls of your feet, just where your toes meet your foot. That should hit the ground first. Doesn't mean that your heels can't hit the ground, but they should not be hitting the ground first, okay? The other thing is, when you get to the last cone, don't start slowing down thinking that's the end. Think of the last cone as the finish line, and you need to run through that finish line as fast as you can, all right? So these drills, when you go through the agility part, you may need to do it a little bit slow the very first time, but then the key is to try to keep getting faster and faster. In just the speed part, you should be running as hard as you can. All right, let's get started. So before we get started, I forgot to tell you how you can practice or learn how to run on your toes. There's two ways you can start each sprint so you're on your toes rather than on your heels. The first one is called a sprinter start. So just stand with your feet about shoulder width apart, but one in front of the other. And you're just going to lean forward and get your heels just off the ground so that when you start, you're starting on your toes. Okay? The second way you can start is called the falling start. And I know you girls love this one. You're going to stand with your feet shoulder width apart. And you're just going to start to lean forward. And just as you almost feel like you're ready to fall, that's when you start running, because you're going to be on your toes. So I'm going to demonstrate. I'm back. Okay, now we're going to get started. So Delaney's only going to do each exercise or drill once, but you guys should do them 2 or 3 times. So the very first thing she's going to do is just an all-out sprint, just to get used to running fast. Okay, the next drill is called a deceleration shuttle. Decelerating or slowing down in soccer is just as important as accelerating. So when you do these, you want to get short, choppy steps around the cones and always facing in the same direction.
Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You got to.
Okay, so this is going to be a shuffle with a sprint. So this is like if you're in a game situation where you're tracking somebody and then you need to turn and accelerate. Okay? So that's what this drill is. This one's very similar, but it's a back pedal. So imagine you're in a game, you're backpedaling, and they kick the ball past you, and you have to turn and sprint for it. So that's what this is. Back pedal, turn, and sprint.
Keep on hoping we'll be cake by the ocean.
that wraps up our training session. We did a good warm-up, we got some strength and conditioning in, and we did speed and agility. I hope you watch this video and use these drills and exercises at home. You should do them a couple times a week. In the off season, you should do them at least 3 times a week. You're going to improve your speed, you're going to improve your agility, you're going to become a better soccer player and a better all-around athlete. If you start now when you're young, when you're 14, 15, 16 years old, you're going to be so much faster and so much better. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching. See you on the pitch.
There's the cameraman.
Hi.
Cameraman extraordinaire. Thanks, Mace.